May 2025 will be remembered not for the opening of new war fronts or trade deals, but for nature's unrelenting siege. Across continents, climate extremes erupted like dominoes. Floods swallowed towns, fires painted skies red, and heat waves shattered centuries-old records. From urban chaos in Mumbai to torched valleys in South Korea, no border was spared. The World Meteorological Organization warned that the next 5 years will see temperatures hover near record highs. An omen we ignored is now made real. Disaster costs are soaring past $2.3 trillion annually. And yet, the real price? Lives disrupted, futures scorched. Our next report tracks the chaos region by region.
May 2025 will be remembered not for wars, elections or diplomatic standoffs, but for something far more elemental. Because while leaders across the globe sparred over policies and borders, it was the earth that made the loudest statement. This month, climate change wasn't the backdrop, it was the headline. The World Meteorological Organization warned that the next 5 years would likely remain at or near record high temperatures, raising the risk of even more extreme weather. Surprised? Well, don't be, because the signs are already here. And the disaster spiraled so fast and so furious that they gave no time to think and no time for action. According to the UNDRR, total global disaster-related costs, including indirect and ecological impacts, have now surpassed $2.3 trillion annually. And in May, the bill only grew heavier. In India's northeast, the flood situation escalated dramatically. By June 3rd, over 6,300,000 people across 21 districts in the eastern state of Assam were affected as relentless rains and landslides claimed 47 lives across 8 states. In fact, Mizoram alone reported over 500 landslip events in just 1 week. Elsewhere in the country, cities drowned. Mumbai, before the monsoon's official arrival, was submerged once more. The newly built metro station flooded, traffic collapsed, and outrage followed. Bengaluru too gasped underwater. Lakes meant to buffer floods have long been paved over, and this time nature retaliated. In Delhi, the past met the future. The wettest May since 1901, thunder and hailstorms and flight disruptions. A similar crisis also unfolded across the border. Pakistan endured record heat waves, then devastating windstorms that killed over a dozen and injured hundreds. Meanwhile, the UAE broke its own record of the hottest May, not once but twice. Swehan scorched at 51.6 degrees Celsius, reminding the vulnerability even wealthy desert nations face. Across Europe, May fractured expectations. Northern and western regions dried up, while southern zones from Spain to Greece saw their shares of heat waves and wildfires. In France, a deadly storm brought hail the size of ping-pong balls and killed at least one person near Toulouse. Across the Atlantic, the United States was no safer. A May 16th tornado outbreak tore through Kentucky, Missouri, and Virginia, leaving 28 dead. In the central Mississippi River Valley, rivers swelled and streets vanished underwater. And in neighboring Canada, wildfires burned across 1.4 million hectares, forcing mass evacuations and sending smoke into United States cities like New York and even across the Atlantic to Europe, triggering air quality alerts. Down south, Australia faced its own reckoning. From May 19th to the 23rd, torrential rains lashed New South Wales, flooding towns like Port Macquarie and Coffs Harbour, leaving behind devastation across coastlines and farmlands. The month was one of contrasts, blazing heat in one region, deluges in another. It wasn't just a random sequence of natural events, it was the climate tipping scale, the system breaking rhythm. The 2025 Global Assessment Report confirmed what many feared. Disasters are not isolated, they are interconnected, intensified, and increasingly inevitable. The planet didn't whisper this May, it screamed. But will the world listen? Because June has just begun.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karz mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.